Shalom, my dear brothers and sisters. I have another message for you. A very powerful message that is going to direct you. Brothers and sisters, the word is they have hired someone close to you to entice you so that you can tell them your secrets. They are people, your enemies, that have even come and hired someone whom you know who's close to you to entice you so that you can reveal the secrets of your strength, the secret of your confidence, the secret of where you get that wealth from. Some of them want to know how you survive their traps because they are so frustrated at seeing you victorious. They are angry at the fact that you have become successful in what you do. So they have sent out spies. These people are among you to spy on you, to speak to you, to entice you, to seduce you, so that you may give them the secret of your strength. Be very careful. Your enemy is not sleeping. Scripture says it clear that the devil moves around like a roaring lion, seeking for whom to devour. If he finds you idle, if he finds you doing nothing, sleeping, he will devour you. That's why you see you need to be busy for God. You need to be doing some work for God so that the enemy does not find you unaware. He does not find you unaware. Get the knowledge about the things of God. Scripture says we are not ignorant of his devices. We are not ignorant. We know the enemy's devices. We know them. So, my brothers and sisters, today's scripture is from the book of Judges, chapter 16, verse 4 to 6. I repeat, Judges, chapter 16, verse 4 to 6. And it reads, After it happened that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And the lords of the Philistines came up to her and said to her, Entice him and find out where his great strength lies, and by what means we may overpower him, that we may bind him to afflict him. And every one of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver. So Delilah said to Samson, Please tell me where your great strength lies, and with what you may be bound to afflict you. What a powerful word. This word is eye-opening. This is a story of Samson, the great Samson, the man that was given strength from God, that no one was stronger than Samson in the land, that even nations feared him, enemies feared him. One man was stronger than the entire army of the Philistines. Now, the scripture says that afterward it happened that he loved a woman. Samson loved a woman. He also fell in love blindly. So that's why you see it's very important who you get into a relationship with. Don't just get into a relationship with anyone. Don't be too in a rush to get into a relationship with someone. Don't be too desperate to get into a relationship with someone. Get to know that person. Does that person love God? Does that person, who does that person worship? Get to know that person. Now, the scripture says that the name of the lady was called Delilah. And the lords of the Philistines came up to her and said to her, Entice him and find out where his great strength lies, and by what means we may overpower him. These were the ones to entice him. She was on a mission. She was hired by the lords of the Philistines. My brothers and sisters, there are people that are close to you that have been hired by your enemy. They started off well. They started off as your friends. But now, because of the love of money, they have turned their backs against you. Some of them could be family, people you call family. The enemy has hired them so that they may put you to a trap. Be very careful. Be very careful, my brothers and sisters. They want to know the source of your strength. Where does your great strength? Brothers and sisters, you have great strength in you. Not only is it physical. Some of you may think it's just physical. No, spiritual strength. You have strength in you that can take off the entire army of the enemies. They are afraid of you. That's why you say they want to entice you. They wanted to entice Samson so that they may overpower him and bind him to afflict you. They want to afflict you. And some of them, they have started afflicting you. They have started afflicting you. Scripture says it clear in the book, in the scripture, that many are the afflictions of the righteous man, but the Lord delivers him from all. Some of your enemies have been afflicting you through your friends. You wake up in the morning and your friend has betrayed you. It is the enemy who has done it. You wake up in the morning and someone you called family has left you. They no longer want to help you. Your enemies are afflicting you through your children. While your children sometimes are becoming rebellious, they no longer obey what you say. Brothers and sisters, wake up and pray, because your enemy is around the corner. He has been hired. Listen, Delilah was given 1,100 pieces of silver. That was a lot of money, a huge amount of money in that days. 1,100 pieces of silver. This is silver to entice. And she took up the job. She was hired. Be very careful. Your enemy has hired someone close to you. Brothers and sisters, it's the end of the scripture. It's the end of this word. I hope it has blessed you. Until next time, shalom.